What's up, everybody? It's Clint from the Diehard MMA podcast. This show was filmed exclusively for odds.com. Make sure you click the link below, check it out. Make sure you drop a like, and good luck on all your action. All right, let's move on. We have got some more action to get to, and I don't want to keep you here all night. We've got Punahele Soriano taking on Dusko Todorovic. This is another really fun fight, in my opinion. Todorovic is really just kind of the next big thing. They're making him out to be that, you know. He's capable of grinding his opponents up against the fence. He likes to work the body, good knees. Keeps his hands low, though, and really relies on that chin. He's got a nasty body kick, and he's one of these guys that seems to redline. It's like he gasses out, but he can always dig deep and keep pushing. So as much as it looks like he's having gas tank problems, he still kicks his opponent's ass even when he's tired. So it's not something I want people to jump all over and be like, oh, he's got a bad gas tank. He really doesn't. Soriano, this kid is in a good place, in my opinion. He's training with Ian the Hurricane Heinisch, a fighter that I'm relatively high on. Fast hands, explosive. He swings for the fences. He's got some big knockout power. He scrambles really well. When it hits the ground, he's capable of getting this thing to a favorable position, get on top of his opponent, and he's got some nasty ground and pound. And honestly, he's one of these Hawaiian warriors that I absolutely love to put money on. There's certain things. Now, again, like, I hope nobody ever takes this the wrong way, but when it comes to your genetic makeup, there's an actual thing with, like, race when it comes to fighting.
Yeah, there is.
Hawaiians, Mexicans, they've got chin, durability.
Offend away, brother. Offend away, because it's true.
You just got it. You got to be aware of it. Like these Hawaiians and the Mexican boxer kids that come from Mexico. I mean, look at Brandon Moreno. You can hit them in the chin with a 2x4 and they're not going to drop. And that's something that I have spotted, and I love to back these kids, because when you've got an opponent who's a knockout threat and you go, but he's fighting a Hawaiian, like, it kind of evens the playing field a little bit. He is coming off of a suspension for a potential concussion, which is a little bit concerning, but I do think that, once again, we might have a live dog on our hands. This line opened up as a pick'em, and nothing but Todorovic money has come in. I can understand him being lined the favorite. I can understand him opening as a short favorite, but now that we're looking at the line where it's at, I think there's some value on the other side. How do you feel about this one, Gianni?
100% agree with every single word you said. And it's Soriano or pass, and I'm not passing. That's one of the bets I'm looking to make. And the only reason I have it is because, as you touched on, I'm seeing this line move up. At one point it dropped. Someone must have fired away and got a good price. But it had gotten up to like minus 200 at one point. Ooh. Just not enough outs had it available, you know, to where you could get down enough. But I got a feeling this line will climb back up. Now, how high will it get before I get involved? I'm not too sure, because, again, it's not like sharp groups are working together. Everyone's, you know, out racing against each other to get the good numbers. But I think you could take advantage of the Todorovic skewed data here too. If you look at the significant strikes for him, it looks like this guy is he's just going to throw 600 punches a minute and could just keep going and going. I mean, he lands over 8 significant strikes, 67% connection rate. Look where it happened and how it all happened in 1 or 2 fights. That's skewed. And in this case, I really think Soriano you're not going to be able to just walk through him. I saw him in the Contender Series, bro, in 2019. And it's exactly like you said. And if you're getting offended, then, like I said, I apologize. But you're 100% right. There are some nationalities, call it what you will, I don't know, that there's a toughness to it. There's some Russian, some Mexican boxers, some Hawaiian MMA mixed martial artists. We've seen it. You can't argue it. Like, I mean,
look at Yoel Romero. They're just wired different.
Yeah. How can anyone argue that? Like, it's not anecdotal. We've seen enough of it already now that it's not just, I know a friend. That's just the style of fighting, because it's a culture. It's the style of the culture. So they're going to fight that same way. I agree with you 100%. I think there's a ton of value on the underdog. I'll go a step further. I think there's a ton of value on the over as well, because of what you said. I don't think Todorovic is going to be finished easily. You know what I mean? It's not like you're getting him out of there quickly. If that is how Soriano gets it done, if he's not able to take this to the judges' scorecards. I mean, he's never been finished. He hasn't lost yet in his career. So someone walking in with that kind of confidence is going to be tough to beat and even tougher to finish. I think there's some value on that over 1.5, man. I really do. And I like the Soriano side. I think there's a possible bet on the side and the total there. Middleweights, let's get it over 1.5. It's not that bad. I think it's around -150. I think this fight goes 7 out of 10 times. It should go over 1.5, not 6 out of 10 times. I think there's an edge right there worth taking.
There you go. All right, dropping bombs. Both of us agreeing on the underdog having some value here. That's another play I may be locking in sooner than later. I'm seeing some play finally coming back on Soriano. Looks like not a lot. Maybe we be a little patient again, but that over 1.5, that's getting hit. It looks like about -165 where I'm seeing it right now. So it's definitely getting hit as we speak. I like both of those looks. We're uncovering some good stuff here today. I love it.